You know, that's really where it is when you make a single. You make it for the program director. You make it short, you know, under 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and you make it so that it'll grab his theoretical ear in the first 12 bars.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't do that, the record never gets played. And there's a hell of a lot of good records that never got played for one reason or another.
Well, what do you think of the Monkees?
What am I supposed to think of them? I mean, what do you want me to say?
Well, I mean, why should they be number one? I mean, the music.
Well, who knows? Right? Because their records are pretty good, and they should be good because they have the best of LA studio musicians. They have good arrangers.
Who does the singing?
I don't know who does the singing. I think that probably on the recent ones, the Monkees themselves do the singing. On the early ones, I understood they use studio singers.
Yeah.
How good does a record have to be? I mean, do you know in terms of sales what it has to be number one in the nation on billboards? Or breaking the top 100?
I'm not sure how many a record has to sell. But for example, if you have a record, say in the top 10 at Billboard, it's a good seller. It's a good record. At least it's a commercial record. You know. All this stuff is it's completely mysterious. You know, there's no telling why any of it happens. It's just there doesn't seem to be any reason why one record should make it over others, because like a lot of records that have a lot of really good music on them don't ever get played.
Well, you've heard your album now, obviously. So what do you think?
Well, I think our album is honest. It sounds just like us at a job.
Yeah.
It even has mistakes on it and stuff like that. But it also has a certain amount of excitement on it. It sounds like us. We felt good when we were making it. We did it in a short period of time, only 4 days. It's the material that we've been doing on stage, you know, for quite a long time. There's not too much fucking around with it as far as recording techniques. There's not too much reverb and stuff like that added to it, except what we use ourselves. The instruments sound good, and it sounds, like I say, it sounds like us. It sounds like a good set, one of our good sets.
Did you write all the stuff on it?
No, some of it's like public domain stuff.
Is that one you sing, Little One, or you do
that's
that?
That's not.
What do you think is going to happen to the San Francisco scene?
I don't know. I'm not. You know, I'm not even sure why there's so much commotion.
It's become a good tourist attraction.
Right, let alone what's going to happen to it. I have no idea what's going to happen to it. You know, I just can't. There's just no way of telling.
Well, you know that all things come to an end
sooner or later.
Like Everly Brother type music, and now
Right.
the Beatles the English sound's going out, and now this sound I think is starting up.
Right.
What you're doing now. If it goes out, what are you going to go back to bluegrass again?
Well,
in the coffee houses?
Who knows? I don't know. I'll know that when I get there.
But it doesn't bother you because
no, it doesn't bother me now because I'm not. It's just like the thing I'm most concerned with is what's going on right around me, and what's going on right now, not what's going to happen tomorrow or what happened yesterday.
Well, in that respect, you don't seem very concerned about the stuff that was taken. Well, is that because you figure it's done and
right, it's done. Right, it's pointless to worry about it. Like I can work myself into a big frenzy about it, but somebody stole it. It's gone. You know, I hope they can have a good time with it. I hope we can get it back somehow without having to put anybody in jail. It's not that big of a thing because we can like afford it to get more, and maybe that's, you know, like some sort of spiritual dues that we paid because we're being successful suddenly. That means that now somebody can steal our equipment and not feel guilty about it because we're making more money than they are. You know, I don't know. There's any number of reasons. I'm not worried about it because it's not my nature to worry about things like that. You know.